question 26 of WASSE 2018 mathematics past question. That's your WAEC 2018. It says the mean of 1, 3, 4, 3, 5, 7 and x is 4. Find the value of what? X. I hope you remember the formula to find mean. We just have it what? The average was sum. So we have 1 plus what? 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus x divided by how many values do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Divided by 5 is equal to what? 4. According to our question, 4 is what? The mean. So let's add this up. We have here 1 plus 3. That will give us what? 4. 4 plus 5, that is a 9. And 9 plus 7, that will give us what? 16 plus x. Cross multiply. 5 times 4 will give us what? 20. Alright, that's 5 times 4, 20. So x, take 16 to this side. We have x is equal to what? 20 minus what? 16. And x is equal to what? 4. So the value of x is 4. And our right option here is option B. Question 27 of WASSE 2018 mathematics past question. That's your WAEC 2018. It says find the median of 2. Okay, 1. There should be a comma here. 0, 3, 1, 1, 4, 0, 1 and 2. Okay, to find the median is what? The middle what? Number. So all we need to do is rearrange this number in the order of what? Ascending order. Okay, so we have here, we have a 0, so we start with 0, 0, 1, another 1, another 1, another 1. Okay, that's how many 4 ones. Then the next number is 2. We have 2 here, another 2. Then next we have 3, then 4. Okay, so let's try to find the middle number. Okay, so is this, how many numbers do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is an even number, as in the number of values here are even. Okay, so it means we have to pick 2 numbers in the middle and divide by 2. If it was an odd number, definitely we'll find a mid number which will just be 1 value. Okay, so here we have 4 here and we have 4 here, so the mid number is what? 1 and 1. So we have 1 plus 1 divided by 2. What is 1 plus 1? That's 2 divided by 2, and 2 divided 2 in 2 will give us what? 1. So our median is what? 1. Okay, and our right option here is option C. Question 28 of the WASSE 2018 mathematics past question. That's your WAEC 2018. Okay, it says the table shows the distribution of goals scored by 25 teams in a football competition. Use it to answer this and this. Okay, so we have question 28 here, which says calculate the probability that a team selected at random scored at most 3 goals. Okay, so these are the goals. Should be A and L here spelled as goals. Okay, not goods. Okay, so scored at most 3 goals. So it means we are looking for the probability of at most 3 goals. That is what PR bracket is either is less than or equal to what? 3. That is at most 3 goals. So we have here, okay, so it will be the summation of the teams that scored 3 goals and below. Okay, that is at most what? 3 goals. So how many teams scored 3 goals and below? So we have the number of goals here. We have 3, okay, 2 and 1. Okay, so that's at most what? 3 goals. Okay, so and what is this? So we have the frequency of what? Of the one, we have 1 plus F2 plus F3 divided by the number. What's the total number of team? What? 25. So here we have what is F1, the frequency of the people that scored just 1 goal, the team that scored 1 goal. How many are they? They are what? 3 plus what of the ones that scored 2 goals? How many of them are in the team that just 1? Plus the ones that scored 6 goals, how many of them? They are what? 6. So we have this plus this over what? 25. And what do we have here? 3 plus 4, that will give us what? 3 plus 1 is a 4, and 4 plus 6 is what? 10. So we have 10 over what? 25. Okay, so 20 over 25, what will go here? 5 will go here 2 times, 5 will go here what? 5 times. So we have what? 2 over 5. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option D. Question 29 of the WASSE 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your WAEC 2018. So we're still looking at this table here, and question 29 says find the probability that a team selected at random scored either 4 or 7 goals. Okay, so remember this is goals. Okay, a team selected at random either score 4 or 7 goals. So we're looking for this event either 4 or 7. Okay, so that is what the probability of scoring 4 plus what? Probability of what? Scoring, that is either 4 or 7. That's why we have a plus here. Okay, so what's the frequency of the number of teams that scored just 4 goals? Here we have 4 here, and we have what? 7 here. Is that not it? So we have here 6. Okay, so this divided by 25 plus divided by what? 25. So we have here f, the frequency, that's the number of people. We have what? 6 over 25 plus 7. How many team members? We have what? 3 over 25. So here we just have what? 9 over 25. Okay, this is our answer, and our right option here is option A. Question 30 of the WASSE 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your WAEC exam. It says in the diagram, WXYZ is a rectangle with dimensions 8 cm by 6 cm. So WXYZ, 8 cm by what? 6 cm. So this whole length here and here is 6 cm. Here is 8 cm. Also here will be what? 8 cm, and here will also be 6 cm. That's from here to here. Okay, it now says P, Q, R, and S are the midpoints of the sides of the rectangle as shown. Full stop. Use this information to answer questions 30 and 31. Okay, so question 30 says what? It says what type of quadrilateral is the shaded region? Okay, so we're asked what type of quadrilateral is this shaded region. Okay, so and we've been told that P, Q, R, and S are the midpoint of the sides. Okay, so this is a midpoint, this is a midpoint. Okay, that means from here to here will be 3, and from here to here will also be what? 3. Okay, and here from here to here will be what? 4 centimeter. From here to here will also be 4 centimeter. Okay, so that means this side is 4 centimeter inside here, right? And this side will be what? 3 centimeter. Okay, so we know the side, and here will be also be 3 centimeter. Okay, so from the look of things, you know, if we get using Pythagoras, okay, this is a triangle, this is one triangle, all right, that's PQ, let's say this is OPS. Okay, so this is one triangle, and to get the sides using Pythagoras, this is a 3 and a 4. This side will be what? 5. So it means all the sides are what? Equal. Okay, we're going to have equal sides. Okay, from here to here is 5, from here to here is 5. So this quadrilateral here has all its sides equal. So what type of quadrilateral is this? A, it says trapezium. No, trapezium doesn't have all its sides equal. B, it says prism. No. C, rectangle. No. D, rhombus. Okay, so this is the correct answer because a rhombus has all its sides what? Equal. Okay, so our right answer here is option D. Question 31 of the WASSE 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your WAEC exams. It says in the diagram, okay, we have this with dimension 8 centimeter and 6 centimeter. Remember here we said from here to here is what? 8 centimeter, while from here to here is what? 6 centimeter. So, and P, Q, R, S are midpoints of the side. So here is what? 3 centimeter. Here is 3 centimeter, and here is 4 centimeter and 4 centimeter. And the same with this side and also this side. Since here is what? 8 centimeter. So here will be 4 centimeter, 4 centimeter. Here is 6. This will be 3 and 3 centimeter. Okay. So the question says, calculate the area of the part of the rectangle that is not shaded. So we have to calculate these parts that are not shaded. All right, this part, and we remember that this is a rhombus. Okay, so these sides are what? Equal. Okay, All right, so all we need to do is just find one side, then multiply by 4. All right, so since we know this side has 3 centimeter and this side has 4 centimeter, and we're told to find the area of the part of the rectangle that is not shaded, and this area is a what? Triangle. Is that not it? We have a triangle here. All right, we have 4 triangles here, so all we need to do is find the area of one triangle, then multiply by 4. Okay, so what's the area of this triangle? Remember, formula for finding the area of a triangle is half base times height. Is that not it? So we have half. Our base is what? 3, and our height is what? 4. Okay, so 2 we cancel here, 1, 2 here, 2, and we have what? 3 times 2 is what? 6. So this triangle 1 is what? 6. So to get the 4 triangles, because the question says that we should find the area of the part of rectangle that is not shaded, and we have 4 parts. So all we need to do is say 6 times 4. And what is 6 times 4? That will give us what? 24 meter square. Okay, and our right option here is option B. Question 32 of the WASSE 2018 mathematics past question, that's your WAEC exam, says the total surface area of a hemisphere is 75 pi centimeter square. Find its radius. Okay, so we have a hemisphere here. All right, okay, with a radius r is a midpoint. Okay, so we have to find the total surface. We are told the total surface area of the hemisphere, and remember the total surface area of the hemisphere is the curved surface area plus what? The circular surface area. And what's the curved surface area of a hemisphere is what? 2 pi r square. Okay, and the circular surface area of the hemisphere is what? Plus what? Pi r what? Square, and which is equal to, we have been told that the total surface area is what? 75 pi centimeter what? Square. Okay, so all we need to do is just equate this together. Okay, in equating this, we have here a 2 plus a 1. Okay, this is the same variable here. Okay, so we have 3 pi r square equal to what? 75 pi centimeter what? Square. Okay, so from here pi can cancel out pi. Is that not it? We're left with what? 3r square equal to what? 75. Okay, and we can divide both sides by 3. All right, in dividing both sides by 3, we have r square. 3 in 75 will go how many times? It's going to go 25 times. From here we can find r as what? The square root of what? 25. And what's the square root of 25? We have what? 5. So r is equal to 5 centimeters. All right, and our right option here is option A. Question 33 of the WASSE 2018 mathematics past question, that's your WAEC exam. It says find the values of x for which, okay, there's something missing here. This should be x minus 5. Okay, divided by x bracket x minus 1 is undefined. Okay, when you're told to find the values of x for which this particular equation is undefined, it means that x bracket x minus 1 is equal to what? 0. That is undefined. So we have what? X is equal to 0 and x minus 1 is equal to what? 0. So here x is already equal to 0. From here x will be equal to, take minus 1 to the other side, we have what? A positive 1. So we have x is equal to 0 or 1. Okay, so this is our answer, and our right option here is option D. Question 34 of the WASSE 2018 mathematics past question, it says solve the equation this. Okay, that means we have to what? Factorize. Okay, so we have what? 2x squared minus x minus 6 is equal to what? 0. So from here, what do? All we need to do is say 2 times 6, so we can get the factors that will either add or subtract to get what? A minus what? X. Okay, so 2 times 6 will give us what? 12. So what are the factors of 12 that we add or subtract to get a 1 here? Because the coefficient of x here is 1. All right, so we have here, we can use a 4 and 3, or we can use a 2 and 6. Okay, in using a 4 and 3 to get a minus 1 here, so it means we have to do what? Minus 4 plus what? 3. That will give us what? A minus what? 1. Okay, so we use minus 4x plus 3x. Okay, so from here let's put in our values down. We have 2x squared okay, minus 4x. I hope you remember factorization. If you don't, please try to watch a video on the DTW tutorials channel that would explain this better, okay? So we have minus 4x plus 3x, then drop your minus 6 equal to what? 0. All right, so from here, let us what? Take out let us what? Factorize. Okay, so let us, what is common to 2x squared and minus 4x? We can bring out a 2x. Okay, so bracket, what will be left? We have a x left here minus 2 in 4 will go how many times? Will go 2 times. So if we open this bracket, we are still going to get what? 2x squared minus 4x. Okay, could you confirm that? Let's confirm that together. 2x times x will give us a 2x squared, and 2x times minus 2 will give us what? A minus 4x. Okay, let's drop down this positive here. What can we factorize here out? We can factorize a 3 out. Okay, and we are left with what? X minus what? 2. Okay, if you open up this bracket, you're going to get 3x minus 6. Is that not it? 3 times x will give us a 3x, and 3 times minus 2 will give us what? A minus 6. All you need to do is just do this. Just say, to further expatiate on this, all you need to do is just say 2x squared divided by 2x, which will give you what? A x, and what? 4x divided by 2x, which will give you what? A 2. And for this, you say what? 3x divided by 3, which will give you a x, and what? 6 divided by 3, which will give you what? A 2. All right, just to explain, okay, how I got this. All right, so equal to what? 0. So from here, all we need to do, since we have a common term now, so we'll just bring this out. Okay, so we take 2x. Okay, so since we factorize this out, let's bring the common term here. So we have here 2x plus 3, all brackets, then brackets, what? X minus 2 is equal to 0. So here we have 2x plus 3 equal to 0, and x minus 2 is equal to what? 0. So from here, 2x, let's solve for x. 2x will be equal to, taking my plus 3 to this other side, we have a negative what? 3. Okay, divide both sides by 2, and we have x is equal to what? Minus 3 over 2. Here we just have x, taking minus 2 to this side, we have a positive what? 2. So our answer is what? X is either what? A 2 or minus 3 over 2. Okay, and our right option here is option A. Question 36 of the WASSE 2018 Mathematics Past Question. It says, find the nth term of the sequence 2 times 3, 4 times 6, 8 times 9. Here it should be a 16. 16 times 12. Okay, we should find the nth term of the sequence. All we're told to find here is find the formula pattern, okay, of this particular sequence. All right, that's the pattern connecting each of the values. Okay, so from here, let's just write this down. We have 2 times 3 here, we have 4 times 6, we have 8 times 9, we have 16 times what? 12. Okay, let's try to look for a pattern. All right, so from here, let's take a look at the first values. Okay, that's 2, 4, 8, 6, and let's try to find a pattern in which we can get. Okay, we can see a particular pattern. This is 2, and this is 4. That is 2 times 2. And this is 8, which is 2 times 2 times 2. This is 16, which is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So here we can say this is a 2 raised to the power 1. This is a 2 raised to the power 2. This is a 2 raised to the power 3. And this is a 2 raised to the power what? 4. Okay, so we've gotten the pattern for the first value. Let's look at the second value, the numbers, and try to pick a particular pattern. Okay, so we have 3 here. We have 6 here. So this is 3. 6 can be like a 3 times 2, which is 6. 9 is here, so that's like a 3 times 3, which is what? 9. And here, this is a 3 times 4, which is what? 12. Okay, so we can have something like a 3 times 1, and here a 3 times 2, and here a 3 times 3, and here a 3 times what? 4, which will give us 12, which will give us 9, 6, and what? 3. So we've gotten our pattern here. So to find the nth term of the sequence, we can just represent these our powers as what? N. Okay, and we multiply 3 by a particular value, which is what? N. Okay, so we say that the nth, to get the nth term of the sequence, to get another value here, all we need to do is apply this formula, which is what, 2n times what, 3 times n, okay, which is 2n times 3n. Okay, so to get the next value here, for instance, we just have what, a 2 raised to power, the next one will be raised to power 5 times a 3 times what, 5. Okay, because n here is 4 and n here is 4. So what will this give us? This will give us what, a 32 times what, a 15. Is that not it? So this pattern is what, the correct what, formula to find the nth term of this sequence. Okay, so where's the right option here? Our right option is option B. Question 38 of the WASSE 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your question 38 of the WASSE 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your WAEC exams. Says the solution of x minus 2 greater than or equal to 2x minus 1 illustrated or on, it should be on the number line as, okay, so we have to find the illustration on the number line of this particular word solution. Okay, so let's try to solve this operation. Let's try to solve this equation here. So we have here x minus 2 greater than or equal to 2x minus what, 1. Okay, so from here, what do we do? All right, let's take x to one side and bring the numbers to another side. All right, so what do we do? Let's take 2x here and bring minus 2 to this side. So we have here x. Bringing 2x to this other side will turn to what, a negative what, x greater than or equal to. Bringing minus 2 to this side, we have a minus 1 plus 2. Okay, so what is x minus 2x? That will give us a negative x greater than or equal to. And what is minus 1 plus 2? That will give us a 1. Okay, so it means that we have to divide both sides. We have to divide both sides by, to cancel out this negative here, we have to divide both sides by what, a minus what, 1. So let's divide both sides by minus 1, divide by minus what, 1. And remember, when we're solving inequalities, when you divide by a minus sign, your inequality sign would what, change. Okay, so it will invert. This greater than sign will become what, less than. All right, so this negative will cancel this negative here, so we have minus 1 here. Okay, x divided by 1 is still what, x. So we have x, change the sign, we have a less than or equal to what, minus 1. Okay, so this is the solution of this equation. And how do we draw the number line here? So we have something like this. Okay, let's say we have a 0 here, we have a 1 here, we have a minus 1, we have a minus what, 2. So from here, definitely our answer is a negative 1. So we draw out a line here. Since we have, this is an equal to or less than or equal to x. Okay, so this would be a dot here. Then it would be this way, less than or equal to. So our right option here is option C. Question 40 of the WASSE 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your WAEC exam, says the diagram shows a trapezium inscribed in a semicircle. Okay, if 0 is the midpoint of WX, sorry, if O is the midpoint of WX, and WX, that's WX is equal to what, X, Y is equal to what, YZ. Calculate the value of M. So we have to look for what, M. And we are told these sides are equal. Okay, so if the sides are equals, it means that these angles will be what, equal. So this is X, and this is what, X. Okay, and you remember, angles on a straight line is the sum of angles on a straight line is equal to what, 180 degree. So we have here x plus x plus x is equal to what, 180. And what is x plus x plus x? We have what, 3x equal to what, 180. Divide both sides by 3. This will go, so x, this is what, 180 divided by 3, which should give us what, 60. So this angle is what, 60 degree. This is 60 degree. And this is also 60 degree. Okay, so these sides are what, equal. Okay, so from here, since we know this angle is 60 and these sides are equal, this is an isosceles what, triangle. And remember, in an isosceles triangle, the base angles are equal. So this x will be equal to what? M, and we have gotten our x as what? 60 degrees. So it means that M is equal to what? 60 degrees. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option B. Question 41 of the WASSE 2018 Mathematics Past Question, it says find the interquartile range of 1, 2, 3, this set of numbers. Okay, so we're to find the interquartile range of this set of numbers. Okay, I hope you remember the formula to find the interquartile range of a set of number. It is what? It is what? Your upper quartile, that's Q3, minus what? Your lower quartile, which is what? Q1. Okay, so this is our formula, your upper quartile minus what? Your lower quartile. Okay, so the next thing you do when you are given a set of number, you have to arrange them in what? Ascending order. Okay, I think the question, it has been arranged for us already. Okay, if it is not arranged in your question, please make sure you arrange them in an ascending order. So we have here 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, and what? 16. Okay, so how many numbers are this? This is an even set of numbers or odd set of numbers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so this is an odd set of what? Numbers. Okay, so the next thing we have to do is find the median of this what? Set of numbers. Okay, and definitely the median will be our, remember, to get the median of a set of numbers is what? The middle what? Number. Okay, the number that falls in the middle of the sets of what? Number, which is 9. So we have 5 numbers here and 5 numbers here. Okay, so this is our lower quartile, which is what? Q1. Okay, and this is our what? Upper quartile. Okay, which is what? Q3. All right, okay, so from here, how do we get our lower quartile? To get our lower quartile, it is the what? Median of this particular set. Okay, and what's the median of this set of numbers? The median of this set of numbers is what? 4. Okay, and to get our upper quartile is also the median of this set of numbers. And what is that? And what's the median? The median, which is the middle number, is what? 12. Okay, so definitely our interquartile range is what? Q3 minus Q1. So our Q1 is what? Sorry, first of all, our Q3 is equal to what? 12 minus our Q1 is equal to what? 4. And what is 12 minus 4? That will give us what? 8. So our interquartile range is what? 8. And our right option here is option C. Question 42 of the WASSE 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your WAEC exams. It says, donations during the launching of a church project were sent in sealed envelopes. The table shows the distribution of the amount in the envelope. Okay, so here you have the table. The question says, how much was the total donation? All right. Okay, so they said for this amount, for 5,000 naira, you have what? 4 envelopes. For 2,000 naira, you have what? 7 envelopes. For 1,000, you have 20. For 700, you have 9. For 500, you have 4. So to get the total donation, all we need to do is multiply 5,000, 4 times 5,000 plus 7 times 2,000 plus 20 times 1,000 plus 9 times 700, and so on till we get to 2 times what? 10 naira. All right. Okay, I hope we understand this. Since this is the table that shows the distribution, the frequency, so 4 people donated 5,000 naira. So you have to add 5,000 plus 5,000 plus 5,000 plus 5,000, which is what? 4 times 5,000, which is 20,000. So when you add that up and you also multiply this, you add this up, that will give us the total what? Donation. All right. So let us write this down. Here we have here 4 times what? 5,000 plus 7 times 2,000 plus 20 times 1,000 plus 9 times 700 plus 4 times 500 plus 5 times 100 plus 3 times 50 plus 1 times 2. Okay, that's one person gave 2 naira. Plus 2 times 10. 2 people gave what? 10 naira. All right. So from here, what is 4 times 5,000? That will give us what? 20,000 what? Naira. Plus 7 times 2,000. That will give us 14,000 naira. plus 20 times 10,000, that will give us what, 20,000 naira, plus 7 times 9 times 700, that will give us what, 6,300 naira, plus 4 times 500 will give us what, 2,000 naira, plus 5 times 100 will give us what, 500 naira, plus 3 times 50 will give us what, 150 naira, plus 1 times 2 will give us 2 naira, plus 2 times 10 will give us what, 20 naira. Okay, so if you punch in your calculator, you add all these figures, we are going to get what? So we are going to get 62,972 naira. Okay, this is our answer, and our right option here is option D. Question 44 of the WASSE 2018 Mathematics Past Question says, if x ratio y is equal to 1 over 4 ratio 3 over 8 and y ratio z is equal to 1 over 3 ratio 4 over 9, find x ratio z. Okay, so from here, from these two expressions here, let us find x. Okay, let's make x the subject of formula from this expression, and let's make y the subject of formula from this expression. Then we would find x ratio what? Z. Okay, so from here we have what? X ratio y, which is what? X over y, what is x? That is 1 over 4 divided by 3 over 8. So from here, what will this give us? This will give us 1 over 4 times what? We invert. Okay, to change the division sign to multiplication, we invert. Okay, so 8 will come up, 3 will go down. Okay, so 8 in the numerator, 3 to the denominator. Okay, so from here, 4 here 1 and 4 here, how many times? Will go 2 times. So we are left with what? X is equal to what? X over y is equal to what? 2 over 3. So here x is equal to what? Taking y here, because we have to make x a subject of formula. Alright, so we'll cross multiply what? Y. So we have y coming up here. We have what? 2y over what? 3. Okay, so x is equal to 2y over 3. Alright, so let us try to look for z, make z the subject of formula here. So here we have what? Y ratio z, which is what? Y divided by z, which will give us what? 1 over 3 divided by what? 4 over 9, which is equal to 1 over 3 times, take 9 or bring 4 down, because we're changing division sign to multiplication sign. So we have what? 9 divided by 4. 3 here 1 and 3 here, how many times? 3. So we have what? 3 over 4. So y over z is equal to 3 over 4. So we have to make z the subject of formula here. In making z the subject of formula, what do we do? Let us cross multiply first. In cross multiplying, we have, let me take this here please. In cross multiplying, we have to have here 4y is equal to what? 3z. Okay, since we want to make z the subject of formula, we have to cancel out everything coefficient of what? Z. So we divide both sides by 3 to cancel out 3 here. Okay, so we have only z left here. So divide both sides by 3. 3 will cancel out. So we're left here with z is equal to what? 4y over 3. Okay, so this is z. Z is 4y over 3. Yx is what? Yx is what? 2y over 3. So the question says find x ratio z. So we have what? X ratio z, which is x divided by z. So this will be equal to, what is x? X is what? 2y over 3 divided by, what is z? Z is what? 4y over 3. So from here, we have to change this sign to multiplication sign. In changing this, we invert this. Okay, so we have 2. You have to invert what? Your right hand side. Okay, so 2y divided by 3 times what? 3 over 4y. So 3 will cancel out 3. 2 here 1. 2 here what? 2. And y will definitely cancel out y. So what are we left with? We're left with 1 over 2. So 1 over 2. So x over z is 1 over 2, which is what? X ratio z is equal to 1 ratio 2. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option D. Question 45 of the WASSE 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your WAEC exams. It says find the mean deviation of this set of numbers. Alright, remember the formula for your mean deviation. Let's just write it here. Okay, is what? Your summation, the frequency of what? Your values, which is x, minus what our mean divided by the summation of what the frequency. Okay, so the values x, then subtract minus our mean. Okay, so the first thing we have to do here is first of all find our mean. Okay, for it to be easy for us to solve, let us use the table formula, the table method. Okay, all right, so let's just draw our table here. So here you have the values x, and here you have x minus what? Your mean, the values minus the mean. So let's try to get our values. Our values here, we have 20, okay, we have 30, we have 25, we have 40, we have 35, we have 50, we have 45, we have 40, we have 20, and 45. Remember, the formula to find your mean, your arithmetic mean, is what? The average, okay, which we are going to sum all the numbers and divide by the numbers we have. Okay, that's the number of values we have here. We have how many numbers here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So n is equal to what? 10. So let us sum these numbers and divide by 10. Okay, so when you punch in your calculator, you sum all these numbers, we are going to get what? 350. Okay, so our mean is equal to what? 350 divided by 10. Okay, this 0 will cancel out this 0. So our mean is what? 35. Okay, so we have 35. So all we need to do now is say 20 minus 35. All right, that's what we need to do. 20 minus 35. What would that give us? That will give us a negative 15. All right, 30 minus 35 will be what? X bar is what? Let me write this here so you still remember. X bar, which is our mean, is what? 35. So we have 30 minus 35 will give us what? Minus 5. 25 minus 35 will give us what? A minus what? 10. And 40 minus 35 will give us a 5. 35 minus 35 will give us a 0. 50 minus 35 will give us a 15. 45 minus 35 will give us a 10. 40 minus 35 will give us a 5. And 20 minus 35 will give us a minus what? 15. And 45 minus 35 will give us what? 10. Okay, when you're considering mean deviation, the negative signs, they don't what? Count. Okay, these negative signs, they don't count in the addition process. Okay, so when we add all these numbers, neglecting the negative signs, we are going to get what? 90. All right, so we are going to get 90. So from here, since we know our summation of x minus the mean is what? 90, we divide by what? Our frequency. So we have here our mean deviation is equal to this summation, which is what? 90, divided by the sum of all the numbers which you've gotten as what? N is what? 10. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 90 divided by 10. And what is 90 divided by 10? This will definitely give us what? A 9. So our mean deviation is what? 9. And our right option here is option B. Question 46 of the WASSE 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your WAEC exam, says if M and N are two subsets of the universal set U, if U, that's your universal set, is equal to 48, and M is equal to 20, N is equal to 30, and M union N is equal to 40, find N, M union N, M intersection N. I think there should be a complement, okay? So we have to find M intersection N complement, okay? So from here, let us interpret this by drawing our Venn diagram, all right? We have to first interpret the questions before we move forward, okay? So here, okay, so since there's an intersection here, so it means the two subsets intersect, okay? So we have here M and we have what? N. And since we are not told the intersection, let us just give the intersection of the two subsets as what? The value is what? X, okay? Because it's our unknown, okay? So if this value is X, to get this side of M, that's from here to here, this shaded area, okay? To get this side, which is what? M, okay? Intersection N prime, okay? That's to get this side. Okay, that is m intersection n prime, and that will be what is our m? Our m is 20, so it will be 20 minus what? X. And to get this shaded, this place, that's from here all this way, okay, this place, okay, to get this place will be what? N intersection what? M complement. All right, that's complement. So we have what? 30 minus what? X. Okay, this n is what? 30, so this will be 30 minus x. From here we are given our universal set as well. U is equal to what? 48. Okay, and we are given this what? N, which is m union n is equal to 40. So m union n, which is this whole, okay, m union n is 40, and our universal set is what? 48. Everything is 48. So there should be a remainder here, which the remainder is everything outside the two subsets. Okay, everything outside the two subsets. So that will give us what? Our 48 minus what? 40, which is the universal set minus m union n. Okay, all right, which is what? 48 minus what? 40. Okay, so this will give us what? 8, which is equal to what? Your m complement intersection what? N complement. All right, which is 8. Okay, so 8 is what? M complement intersection n complement. That is everything outside of what? M and n. All right, okay, so since we've gotten all this, let us move forward. All right, so from here, for us to find this, we first of all need to get what? Our value of what? X. And to get our value of x, our question has told us that m union n is equal to 40. That's the addition of 20 minus x plus 30. That's this whole thing here is equal to what? 40. That's m union n. Okay, so we have here 20 minus x plus 30 minus x is equal to what? 40. All right, so from here minus x will cancel plus x, so we're left with what? 20 plus 30, which will give us what? 50. Let us drop down our negative x here, equal to what? 40. Okay, so 50 taking minus x to the other side, or what should we do? Okay, let me take minus x here. Okay, let me take 50 to the other side. We have minus x is equal to what? 40. Taking minus 50 to this side, we are going to get a minus what? 50. So we have minus x is equal to what? 40 minus 50 will give us what? A minus 10. And this minus will cancel out this minus. X is equal to what? 10. All right. So our question says that we should what? Since we've gotten x equal to 10, so it means this will be what? 20 minus what? 10, which will give us what? 10. And this is 30 minus 10, which will give us what? 20. And this is what? 10. All right, okay, so the question says find what? M intersection n complement. All right, so what does this mean? It means that we should find the what? Sum of every other values, all right, in this box apart from what? Our what? Intersection, okay, which is apart from 10. So we have to find the summation of this and what is outside the box. Okay, that is what this particular expression means. M intersection n what? Complement. All right, so to get this, what would that be? That would be what? We are going to sum this. We are going to sum what? M intersection n complement plus what? N intersection what? M complement, then plus this, which is what? M complement intersection n complement. Okay, and what is m intersection n complement? This will give us what? 10, which is what? 20 minus 10, which is 10 is what? X, plus what is n intersection m complement? It is what? 20 plus, and what is m complement intersection n complement? That will give us what? 8. So we have what? 10 plus 20, which is what? 30, and 30 plus 8 will give us what? 38. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option D. Question 47 of the WASSE 2018 Mathematics Past Question. It says express 0.612 in the form x over y, where x and y are integers. Okay, and x is not equal to what? 0. All right, so this is quite easy. So we have here 0.612. All we need to do to express it is what? Just divide by the number of what, tens or hundreds. Okay, and to get the number of tens or hundred, if we want to, where x and y are integers, that's whole numbers, so let us move this decimal point how many times to make it an integer, a whole number. We have what, if we move it 1 2 3, okay, if we move it 3 times, it means we have to divide by what, 1000. All right, it's just like saying moving it 3 times is what, times 10 raised to power, if it's in standard form, it will be times 10 raised to power minus 3. And what is times 10 raised to power 1 minus 3 is what, times 1 over 10 raised to power 3. That's how we got our 1000, because 10 raised to power 3 is what, 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, which will give us what, 1000. So here we have what, 612 divided by 1000. All right, so from here, what can go? I think 2 can go. 2 in 612, how many times will it go? It will go 306, and in 1000 it will go what, 500 times. Okay, can 2 also go again? 2 can go again. In 306, 2 can go how many times? I think 153, and in 500 can go how many times? 250 times. Okay, 2 in 500 will go 250. All right, so can any other value go again? No value can go again. Okay, we can break this down further. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option A. Question 48 of the WASSE 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your WAEC exams. It says in the diagram, PQ is parallel to what, RS. Okay, these are two parallel lines. Find x in terms of y and z. We have to find x in terms of y, and this is what, z. Okay, all right. So how do we find x here? Okay, so from here, since PQ and RS are in parallel, we can draw another parallel line. Okay, we can draw another parallel line that will divide what, x here. Okay, so from here, what can we do next? Okay, I hope we remember our plane angles. So from here, we can say that this angle here, okay, will be equal to this angle here, and this angle, the alternate angles, okay, are equal, will be equal to this angle here. And if we sum these two angles, we are going to get what, x, which is what opposite angles are what, equal. This total angle and this total angle are what, opposite angles. So if we sum these two angles here, we are going to get what, x. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to find this angle here, and we need to find this angle here. All right, and sum them together to get x. Okay, so to get this angle here, remember angles on a straight line is equal to what, 180 degree. Okay, so it means that z plus this angle is equal to 180, or we can also say that 180 minus z will give us what, this angle, and also 180 minus y will give us what, this angle. Okay, so we have 180 minus z and what, 180 minus y, which will give us this angle, and this angle is equal to this angle, and this angle is equal to this angle because they are alternate angle. So we have to add this up to get our x. So x is equal to what, 180, let's put y first, 180 minus y plus 180 minus z. Okay, so these two angles will add up to get what, x. So from here, what can we add up? 80 plus 180 plus 180 will give us what, a 360. So we're left with what, minus y minus z. So to get x in terms of y and z, x is equal to 360 minus y minus z. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option D. Question 49 of the WASSE 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your WAEC exams. It says the diagonals of a rhombus, okay, a rhombus WXYZ, okay, this is the rhombus. A rhombus has all sides equal, remember? Okay, the diagonals intersect at M, okay, the diagonals. Sorry, my diagram is supposed to look equal, intersect as what, M, okay? If let's draw this, let's write this, we have W, X, Y, and Z. If MW, this is M, right? If MW is equal to what, 5 centimeter, and MX is equal to what, 12 centimeter, calculate its perimeter. Okay, we should calculate its what, perimeter. Okay, the perimeter is what, the sum of all sides of the what rhombus. Okay, so all we need to do is get what this side. Okay, once we get this side, we'll now multiply by what 4. All right, because that's the sum of the sides of a rhombus is what 4. Okay, it's a quadrilateral, all right, with all sides equal. All right, so once we get this side, we know it is equal to this, is equal to this, is equal to this. So all we need to do is just multiply this side by 4. So to get this side, okay, so since it intersects at M, so it means we have a right angle triangle here. So for taking using Pythagoras theorem, we have to get the hypotenuse to be what 5 square plus what 12 square. I hope you remember Pythagoras. Okay, 5 square is what 25 plus 12 square is what 144. If we add this up, we are going to get 169. Okay, and we'll have to get the square root of 169. All right, let's say this is x squared, our unknown. Okay, so x will be what the square root of what 169. All right, and what is the square root of 169? That is what 13. So x is equal to 13. So this side is what 13 centimeter. All right, and the question says calculate its parameter. So it will be what 13 times 4. That's, you know, this is 13, this is 13, and this is 13. You can either add or just multiply by 4. And what is 13 times 4? That will give us what 52 centimeters. So our answer is 52 centimeters, and our right option here is option C. Question 50 of the WASSE Question 50 of our WASSE 2018 mathematics past question, that's your WAEC exams. It says the graphs of y equal to x square and y is equal to x intersect at which of these points? Okay, intersect at which of these points? We have what y is equal to what x square and y is equal to what x. So it would be, okay, so we have definitely, since y is equal to x square and y is equal to x, we have what x square is equal to what x. Bringing x to this side, we have x square is equal to minus x equal to what 0. Okay, so from here we can bring out x. Okay, so we have left here x minus 1 is equal to 0. All right, so from here we have x is equal to 0 and x minus 1 equal to 0. So here we have x is equal to 0 and here x is what? Taking minus to the other side, we have what 1. All right, so putting in the values of x equal to 0 and x equal to 1 into any of this equation, we're still going to have what y is equal to 0 and y is equal to what 1. All right, so from here our point will be what 0, 0 and what 1, 1. All right, so this will be our point, and our right option here is option A. And we are saying thank you